Hi, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Liz of Chicago Law Luxury Maker. For today's video, we are talking about Tom Ford Holiday. I picked up the new Tom Ford Soleil collection, and we're going to be using that today to create a full face of Tom Ford. So if you're curious to see how I created this look and my thoughts on this brand new collection, keep watching. Today we're going to be unboxing and using the brand new Tom Ford Soleil collection. I picked up the eyeshadow quad, both of the new highlighters, as well as the new lip oil. So we're going to unbox all of those, swatch them, use them today, and also create a full face of Tom Ford. I cannot wait to use these new Soleil products. They look absolutely beautiful. I think the color story is perfect for winter. It almost, just looking at it, reminds me of snow. So let's go ahead, open them. I'm going to show everything to you, and then we'll go ahead and create a full face of Tom Ford. So first we're going to start by unboxing the eyeshadow. This is the Tom Ford Soleil collection, and it is in shade number 1, Lumiere de Hiver. I'm totally butchering that. I'm well aware of it. The Soleil collection does come in the white felt packaging as opposed to the standard brown. And then the packaging, the outer packaging itself is white, and you've got a silver or chrome TF. When you open it up, you do have the plastic covering as well as the 2 little brushes that you get. And here are the shades. So it looks like it's 2 mattes and maybe 2 toppers or 2 metallics. It does say that it is made in Italy and has a 12-month shelf life. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and swatch it. I'm going to start with the lightest of the shades, which is a matte. It's creamy. That is really, really nice. And then next to a metallic, another metallic. Last is that dark brown matte. So that is the color story. That's what we're working with. I think it looks really, really pretty. Those metallic shades definitely remind me a lot of the Tom Ford Metal Less collection. So I will definitely swatch it up against that at the end. That is what it reminds me of. So that is the eyeshadow quad. I think it looks really, really pretty, and I cannot wait to use it. Now for the 2 highlighters. They are in the same size as the highlighters that came out for the summer Soleil collection. Again, you've got the white felt bag and the white outer packaging with the chrome TF. This is shade number 1, Rose Iris. And that's what that looks like. I definitely think this is going to be the one that I get the most use out of. However, I did pick up both shades. I could not help myself. So here is the second one, and this is in shade number 2, Ran Paris. Again, same packaging, and this one is just a little bit more gold. So those are the 2 shades. And then the last thing I did pick up was the lip oil. Now, I picked all of mine up at Nordstrom. I do know that they are at other retailers, but I went ahead and got mine at Nordstrom. Now, I don't believe that the lip oil is part of this collection. I think the lip oil might have been part of a different collection, but I did not pick up that eyeshadow. It was a little bit too pink, too purple for me. However, I did really, really want to try this lip oil. So that is the applicator. So it is clear. The packaging, it almost looks like it's light pink. So I did think that it might have some color. Looks pretty clear. On my arm, it does look pretty clear. All right, so that is everything that we are working with today. I'm going to go ahead and pull my hair back. I'm going to start with a primer. Today I'm going to be using the Illuminating Primer. It's been a while since I've used this primer, so I thought I would go ahead and pull it out. That is about 2.5 pumps. And I'll just apply it. I am using the soft matte foundation, or the traceless matte. So I thought if the foundation itself was already pretty mattifying, I would go ahead and use an illuminating primer. My skin's definitely not as oily as it used to be. I'm definitely getting more dry the older I get. I did not want to add a mattifying primer underneath a matte foundation. So here is that foundation I was talking about. This is the Traceless Soft Matte Foundation, and I have shade 4.5 Ivory. I picked it up with my BK Beauty 101, and we will apply it. Now, hopefully this video looks and sounds the same as all my other videos. I did purchase a new phone holder, and I went ahead and purchased, like, I don't know, it's called a gimbal. I really don't know what it is. You guys, I am not tech savvy at all, but It'll hold my phone and stabilize my phone as I walk. And in a few weeks, I am going to be meeting up with Maria, and several of you have asked for us to vlog or, record portions of our trip. So I thought I would do that. And I thought that this holder gimbal thing might work for that. We're going to see. I don't know, you guys. Like I said, I am not tech savvy. I am so bad. And I've never ever in my life filmed a vlog. I don't even know how I would do it, but I've got a few weeks to figure it out. I don't know. But I am really excited to meet up with Maria and to go shopping and eating, and it's going to be fun. It will be a good time. So that said, I've got this whole new setup in front of me, which is also making it weird because I can't put a mirror in front of my camera anymore, or at least I don't have one today. So if my eyes are drifting off to a weird place, it's because this is all new. Eventually I'll have to figure out putting a mirror in front of me so I can see exactly what I'm doing. So there is that foundation. I really, really like it. I think it is very, very pretty. I do not think that it is super mattifying. So even though it says that it is a matte foundation, I think if you were someone with dry skin, you could easily wear this foundation. So now I'm going to go in with concealer, and this is the Traceless Soft Matte Concealer. I have shade 3C0 Tool. This is a beautiful, beautiful lightweight concealer. It's super lightweight. You're not going to get a lot of coverage from it, but I do think it is pretty and it gives me enough coverage. This foundation is actually pretty full coverage, so I don't really need too much coverage from my concealer. I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes. This is the Emotion Proof Eye Primer. I like my eye primers to sit down for a good couple of minutes before I put on my eyeshadow. So we'll go ahead and add that to the eyes now. Now I'm going to go in with the Shade and Illuminate Contour Duo, and this is Intensity number 2. And I do have the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate brush. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit of that product and we'll just tap it in. And then I do use a different brush to blend. So this is the Bobbi Brown Full Coverage Face Brush. This Intensity 2, it looks pretty deep, but you blend it down and I think it works perfectly my skin complexion. I'm going to go ahead and powder my face. This is the finishing powder in shade Ivory Fawn, which is number 2. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit with my Lumiere powder brush. For blush, I'm going to use the Shade and Illuminate Duo, and this is shade number 1, Brazen Rose. Now I just mix the two shades together when I apply it. Now for highlight, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one on each side so you guys can see the difference when they're applied. So on my right side, I will go in with number 1, and on my left side, I will go in with number 2. So there's the pickup. I am using an Inochi Pro. So that's what shade number 1, the Rose Iris, looks like. I think it's very, very pretty. It's very subtle. You're not going to get that intense glow that you might get with other highlights, but I do think it is really pretty. So I've cleaned my brush off and I will go in now with shade number 2, which is the Grand Paradis. That side looks a little bit more intense. What do you guys think? I really like it. I thought for sure I would like the pink side better, but I think I like that gold. That is really, really pretty. Now I like an intense highlight, an intense glow. I love it. I really, really love it. But if you like the more natural, more subtle, then I think that the pink might be better. But let me know what you guys think. Can you see a difference? I think the shade difference is pretty subtle, if I'm being honest. I just think that the shade number 2 is just more of a more intense glow. Let's go in with this eyeshadow. I cannot wait to use it. I am going to start down here with this lightest shade, and we'll use that in the crease. So there's the pickup. It is pretty light in color, but I thought it blended beautifully. It's just very, very light. I'm going to take a Soleil builder and I'm going to go down into this metallic. Place that on the lower lid. I do like that it gives a lot of color. I really like that. I think it's very, very pretty. So you could easily just those two shades and go out the door. I'm going to see what happens if I add just a touch of that dark brown matte. So I picked up the smallest amount. I'm using a Soleil mini booster. I just want to see what kind of definition I can give to that outer corner. It added a little, not as much as I would have liked. So now I'm going to take a detail brush from Soleil, and that's how much I picked up. So honestly, not a lot, because I don't really want to place it into the crease. It almost looks like my eyelid is very oily, and I don't think that it is, because if you look at the left eye, which just has that matte on it, it doesn't look oily at all. So I do think that it is that metallic shade that is making it look oily. We're going to just leave that eye alone though. We're going to go to the next eye. I'm going to use the other metallic shade on that eye. I'm going to go in again with that mini booster. And we'll start with the matte as opposed to the metallic and see what happens. You can see that blended beautifully. Absolutely beautifully. I can again go in with that detail brush to add just a little bit more. That's very pretty. That is very, very pretty. I don't even think you need to add anything else. I think you could just do an all matte look and it is beautiful. I do want to go into this lighter of the metallic, so I'm going to take a Soleil builder. I'm going to pick up some of that light shade, and it's like a little bit more silvery. So I'll just pop that in. I won't use as much. I like that eye a lot more. Less of that metallic. The longer that metallic shade sits, it just looks oily to me. I'm going to go back in with that darker metallic and see if I can fix it. No, it looks the same. I tried. I wanted to give you guys more than just one look, but I do think that this eye look on my left eye is absolutely beautiful. It is a look that I would wear every day. I don't think it has to be just for a holiday event. I could easily wear this to work. I'm going to take a BK Beauty 207. I'm going to go in to the dark brown matte, and I'm going to take it underneath the eye. That brown is so pretty. It is so blendable. It really, really is. There's no fallout, no patchiness. I am really, really impressed. And I'm going to do the same under the other eye. Here's how the eye look is looking before eyeliner and mascara. Let me know what you guys think. Which eye do you prefer at this point? I have to be honest, I like the left eye, but let me know what you guys think. I'm going to line my eyes with this Tom Ford pencil. This is the Eye Kohl Intense Crayon, and I have shade Espresso. And I do not have a Tom Ford mascara, so I'm going to be using the Gucci mascara. I have used the Badass mascara before. Absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. But I don't have it, and I am trying to work my way through all of these open mascaras that I have. I will do all of that off camera, and then we'll be back so that we can see the final look and try out this new lip oil. Here is the finished eye looks. Let me know what you think. I think the two eyes look exactly the same. I honestly don't see any difference. And now the longer that metallic shade has sat on my left eye, the lighter one, I do think it also is starting to look oily. So maybe it is the primer, maybe it is my eye. I will use this quad next week and I will use a different primer and see if that matters. I don't think it looks bad. I honestly don't think it looks bad. It's just not my favorite of my Tom Ford eyeshadows or my Tom Ford looks. So now we're going to go ahead and use this lip oil and see how it looks. So again, it is clear. It's not going to have any color. So I thought I would go ahead and add a lipstick since this lip oil is completely clear. So I'm going to go ahead and use shade Sugar Glider. All right, and now we will top it with this lip oil. So there's the lip oil. I really like it. I was expecting it to be a lot thicker. It's not. It is very thin, and it feels really good on the lips. I could see myself just reaching for this during the day to keep my lips hydrated without adding any sort of color to it. I really like that. All right, so now what I want to do is just a few swatch comparisons. So the first one that I want to do is Metal Lust, and I really want to swatch those two metallics. So they're pretty similar. The Metal Lust is a little bit deeper, a little bit darker, but they're pretty close. And then that one is definitely deeper, not similar at all. So I will go ahead and swatch the brown. Even though I don't think that they're going to be close, at least you can see the color story. Those browns did not look like they were going to be close in the pan, but swatched, they do look pretty similar. This is the brand new one, the new Soleil, and then this is Metal Lust. I mean, they're similar. They're not the same, but they are pretty close. And then for highlighters, I got out both of the new Tom Ford highlighters that came out over the summer. Here is shade number 1, Mirage. So that is definitely different. That is a bright gold. This is shade number 2, Oasis. You can see how much deeper those are than the ones that just came out with this collection. Let me know down below what you guys think. I think the eyeshadow is pretty. It's definitely not my favorite. I'm going to keep using it because I do want to see if a different primer under it would make a difference. I want to love it because I think that the color story is absolutely beautiful. I really like the color story. Those metallics, though, they're not my favorite. I knew that going into this, that they weren't my favorite. But I really do want to find a way to make them work. What surprised me the most was the highlighters. I thought for sure that this rose, kind of like pinky one, would be my favorite. But honestly, the more gold one is gorgeous. It is beautiful, and I really love the glow that it gives. Formula of the highlighters is beautiful. It does not show any texture. There's no glittery particles or anything like that on my face. I think it is very beautiful and perfect for more mature skin. I'm also really loving this lip oil. Like I said, I can definitely see myself throwing this in my purse and just using it throughout the day. It is really nice. But let me know down below what you guys think. What was your favorite? What was the standout for you? What are you guys most excited to pick up? I picked mine up at Nordstrom. I will link it at Nordstrom. I do know that it is also available at Sephora, so I will link it down there as well. And if it is at any other retailer, I will link all of those down below for you, depending on where you like to shop. I want to thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.